More than 1 year ago, Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni's legal conflict burst into public view like a dropped microphone at an awards show. Headlines screamed. Social media picked sides. Group chats buzzed. And suddenly, what had once been a private dispute became a full-blown test of power, credibility, and, perhaps most importantly, who gets to control the story in Hollywood. Fast forward to today, and the case is no longer just about legal filings and courtroom strategies. It's about reputations, influence, and how perception can quietly decide winners long before a judge ever does. As civil rights attorney Lisa Bloom put it bluntly, she's now only on offense and he's only on defense. So, what changed? Who's gained the upper hand? And what happens when this high-stakes tug-of-war finally reaches trial? Let's pull back the velvet curtain and take a closer look, because the most interesting part of this story might still be ahead. A year ago, Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni weren't just actors. They were brands. Carefully curated, widely admired, and seemingly untouchable. At first, details were murky. Legal jargon clashed with emotional headlines, and fans struggled to separate fact from speculation. Was this a misunderstanding? A professional disagreement gone wrong? Or something much deeper? What made this case explode wasn't just what was alleged, it was who was involved. Blake Lively, a long-standing Hollywood favorite with a polished public image. Justin Baldoni, widely respected for his thoughtful, socially conscious persona. Legal experts now suggest Blake Lively has moved into a strategic position of control. Her team isn't reacting anymore. They're leading. She's now only on offense and he's only on defense. That sentence alone tells you everything you need to know. Being on offense in a legal case means setting the narrative, choosing when and how information is released, and forcing the other side to respond. Defense, on the other hand, is exhausting. It's reactive. It's constantly explaining. And in the court of public opinion, explanations often sound like excuses, fair or not. This doesn't automatically mean one side is right. But it does mean one side is winning the perception battle. When a public figure known for doing the right thing suddenly finds himself defending his actions, the emotional whiplash can be brutal. Insiders say this is where the reputational damage has been most uneven. Studios, brands, and collaborators don't wait for verdicts. They watch headlines. They track sentiment. They quietly adjust their distance. Trials aren't just about evidence. They're about storytelling. Who tells the clearer story? Who sounds more consistent? Who feels more believable? Legal analysts say Blake Lively's team is likely to lean into clarity and confidence, presenting a narrative that feels cohesive and intentional. The goal? Make jurors and the public feel like the puzzle pieces naturally fall into place. Justin Baldoni's team, meanwhile, faces a tougher challenge: undoing assumptions already baked into public perception. That's not impossible, but it requires precision, credibility, and emotional intelligence. Expect moments designed to surprise. Expect testimonies that make headlines. And expect social media to turn every courtroom update into a trending topic. Strip away the legal language, and this case reveals something bigger about modern celebrity culture. In today's world, winning doesn't always mean getting a favorable ruling. Sometimes, it means surviving the story. Blake Lively's apparent shift to offense suggests a strategy focused not just on the courtroom, but on legacy. On how this chapter will be remembered 5-10 years from now. Justin Baldoni's defensive position highlights a harsher reality. Once the narrative slips from your control, getting it back is painfully difficult. And if you've ever felt like your side of the story wasn't being heard, this probably hits close to home. As the trial date approaches, tension is building. Insiders expect more strategic leaks, carefully worded statements, and possibly unexpected turns. Do you think public perception matters more than legal outcomes? Has social media changed how we judge high-profile cases? Drop your thoughts in the comments, share this article with someone who loves a good Hollywood deep dive, and let's keep the conversation going.